Once upon a time, in a small town nestled deep in the heart of a dense forest, there lived a young woman named Emily. She had recently moved to the town, seeking solitude and inspiration for her writing. Little did she know, the town held a dark secret that would soon unravel before her very eyes. As Emily settled into her quaint cottage, she noticed a chilling atmosphere that seemed to permeate the air. The townspeople were wary and spoke in hushed whispers, never daring to venture out after nightfall. Emily's curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to investigate the cause of the town's unease. One stormy night, she braved the darkness and made her way to the town's archives. There, she stumbled upon an old diary hidden away in a dusty corner. The diary belonged to a woman named Amelia, who had lived in the town centuries ago. According to the entries, the townspeople had made a pact with a malevolent entity to protect their village from destruction. In return, the entity demanded an annual sacrifice, a human life to appease its insatiable hunger. Shaken by the discovery, Emily knew she had to warn the townspeople about the sinister pact they had unknowingly upheld for generations. She shared her findings with the town's mayor, who scoffed at her claims, dismissing them as mere folklore. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily delved deeper into the darkness. As she researched, Emily discovered that the annual sacrifice was due to take place that very night. The townspeople had chosen a young girl named Lily, the daughter of a poor farmer, to offer up to the entity. With time running out, Emily raced to save Lily from a gruesome fate. The night was thick with an eerie silence as Emily stealthily made her way to the decrepit barn where the sacrifice was to occur. Inside, she found the townspeople gathered around an ancient altar, chanting in a language she couldn't comprehend. Lily stood trembling, tears streaming down her face, unaware of the horror that awaited her. Summoning every ounce of courage, Emily confronted the townspeople, pleading for them to abandon their dark tradition. But her pleas fell on deaf ears. The townspeople turned on her, their eyes glazed over with a malevolent force that seemed to possess them. Realizing she was alone in this battle, Emily took Lily's hand and fled into the night. As they raced through the forest, pursued by the enraged townspeople, Emily stumbled upon a hidden cave. With no other choice, she led Lily inside, hoping to find refuge from the relentless pursuit. Deep within the cave, they discovered a hidden chamber, adorned with ancient symbols and relics. It was a sanctuary of sorts, a place where the entity's power was weakened. As the townspeople closed in, Emily frantically searched for a way to break the curse. She remembered a passage she had read in Amelia's diary, a chant that could banish the malevolent entity once and for all. With trembling hands, she recited the words, her voice echoing through the chamber. Suddenly, a blinding light filled the cave, accompanied by an otherworldly shriek. The ground shook, and the walls crumbled as the entity was cast out, its reign of terror finally broken. The townspeople collapsed to the ground, their minds freed from the entity's influence. In the aftermath, the town slowly began to heal from the horrors they had endured. Emily became a symbol of hope and courage, her bravery forever etched in the town's history. The dark secret that had plagued the town for centuries was exposed and would never be forgotten. In the wake of the entity's banishment, the town decided to take precautionary measures to ensure its complete eradication. They sought out the aid of spiritualists and scholars, determined to find a way to permanently seal off the malevolent force from their realm. Months turned into years as the town underwent a transformation. Protective talismans were distributed to every household, and rituals were performed regularly to ward off any remnants of the entity's influence. The town became known as a sanctuary, a place where people could seek refuge from the supernatural terrors that lurked beyond its borders. Emily, still haunted by the horrors she had witnessed, dedicated herself to studying ancient texts and folklore, searching for any knowledge that could aid in preventing such calamities from befalling other communities. Her writings became renowned, and she became a respected authority in the field of supernatural phenomena. One day, as Emily delved deeper into her research, she stumbled upon a long-forgotten legend. It spoke of a sacred artifact known as the Amulet of Tranquility, said to possess the power to permanently bind malevolent entities and prevent them from ever returning. Excited by this discovery, she shared her findings with the town council. A perilous quest began as Emily and a small group of trusted allies set out on a journey to find the Amulet of Tranquility. Guided by ancient maps and cryptic clues, they traveled through treacherous landscapes, facing their own inner demons along the way. Their path led them to an abandoned monastery nestled atop a desolate mountain range. The monastery was said to be the final resting place of an enlightened monk who had harnessed the power of the amulet centuries ago. However, the monk's grave had been ransacked, and the amulet was nowhere to be found. Undeterred, Emily and her companions ventured deeper into the monastery, determined to uncover any remnants of the amulet's power. In a hidden chamber, they stumbled upon a collection of ancient scrolls and a partially destroyed journal. Piece by piece, they assembled the fragments of the monk's journal, hoping to find clues that would lead them closer to their goal. Through the cryptic writings, they learned that the amulet had been split into 3 separate fragments, hidden across distant lands to prevent its misuse. It became clear that their quest was far from over. They had to locate each fragment and reunite them to restore the amulet's power. Their journey took them to forgotten ruins, perilous jungles, and ancient temples, where they encountered mystical guardians and overcame deadly traps. Along the way, they formed alliances with wise sages and brave warriors who believed in their cause. Finally, after years of relentless pursuit, they retrieved all 3 fragments of the amulet. With the fragments in their possession, Emily and her allies returned to the town, greeted by a jubilant crowd. The townspeople rejoiced at the sight of the amulet, their hope restored. Under the guidance of Emily, a grand ceremony was held to unite the fragments and awaken the amulet's true power. As the fragments merged, a radiant light enveloped the town, purging any remnants of darkness that lingered. The amulet pulsed with a divine energy, infusing the town with an impenetrable shield against supernatural malevolence. The town, forever indebted to Emily and her companions, thrived in the following years. Their story became a legend whispered around campfires, inspiring future generations to stand against the forces of darkness. Emily's writings reached far and wide, educating others about the importance of vigilance and unity in the face of supernatural threats.